tuning in live once again with your main man, Nitty, the founder of the Bus Promotion 614. You know the vibes. Straight out of Cincinnati. Got Miss Moehondis in the building today. Shout out to you. We touched down. You pulled up. What's up? What you got cooking up? I see the No Filter podcast. I like that. What's your plans with that? What y'all got cooking up?
We actually about to have a live show coming up, which is super exciting for us because nobody in the city, nobody's done that yet. So
What you mean y'all about book out like a venue and then actually
yeah,
like
we're gonna do our podcast live in front of a whole bunch of people.
whoa.
We are doing it to celebrate our 1 year anniversary. Our 1 year anniversary was in December. So
Shout out to y'all.
yeah,
Shout out
thanks.
to y'all.
We've been grinding a year.
I'm coming up on my 1 year in June, so that's
Okay.
and
You
that's
wanna do
and, that,
something?
and look and that's the whole point because it's like whoa. It's like your media too, like y'all
Yeah.
doing something, y'all trying to shine a light on the culture. Y'all are creating a service, a platform for artists of anybody. It don't matter what you're doing. If you in the culture, we're trying to shine a light on that. So what you want to see for the Midwest? What's the ultimate goal you're trying to achieve by being a media outlet?
I think it'll be a little. You want me to talk about like with my podcast or like me
Are
personally?
you personally what you want to see from the Midwest? Cause you see it from how I see it. Everybody don't gotta have the mic in their hand. Everybody
No.
don't gotta be a rapper. Some people just like to talk shit and be in front of the camera and do their thing and just shine a light on the culture and show the good shit going on.
I would say for me personally, I know that I'm a person like you. I feel like I'm a personality naturally though. So I want to be able to work on a team where I can, I guess, I guess in a sense, put on for everybody to shine. I want somebody to be like, dang, who her videographer? Who
Yeah.
doing her? You know, who doing her sound? Who doing this? Who doing the visuals? Who editing? For me, that's what I want to do. I think as far as the Midwest is different. Like when you visit other places, me and my friend went to LA for her birthday, and even partying out there, it was different. Like we
What
went.
you mean though? What's so different though?
So like, okay, for example. You go to the Midwest, you go to the club, everybody's standing on the booth. Everybody's acting the fool. We went to LA, we're standing on the booth, they looking at us like we hoodlums. Like it's just different. Like the
Right,
Midwest
right.
is different. The vibe is different.
It's
the
like
feeling is
people want to
different.
always frown up their faces at somebody doing
Yeah,
something.
but
out
people
the
love
box.
the Midwest for real. Like at the end of the day,
Exactly.
especially for Cincinnati. I feel like the Bengals is gonna have another amazing year. Once the Bengals
Yeah, we
take
run
off.
from we run from it. But then, man, I'm
Don't-
from Columbus, so I feel like I just feel different. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't touch on. I feel like y'all dropped the ball for us. Like y'all
Okay,
supposed to put on for
no,
the Midwest. Y'all niggas got there and dropped the ball. That's just my opinion.
Okay,
though. I'm
but
sorry.
everybody got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Not
Shout
right
out to
now.
y'all.
Thank
Shout
you,
out to
thank you.
y'all.
That's all I wanted to hear.
That's all.
Now, what I'm saying, we get this second year and we go hard. It's gonna bring more attention to the Midwest. Like I said, a lot
Exactly.
of people frown upon the Midwest.
Exactly.
You get one small thing. Well, that's not small, but you get one thing like that, and
That shit help the economy
helps.
and help
It
everything.
helps.
It
It
help the
helps.
culture keep moving forward. And that's what we need. Like with my shit, the Bus Promotion 614. I don't want my bus stalling. I don't want my bus. I want my shit going.
Keep
You
going,
feel me?
yeah.
Like that's what we want with the culture. We want to keep elevating it. If people not, So like me, I quit working. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm coming up on my 1 year. You feel me? But I was a GM. You feel me? I was a GM at Chipotle for 3 motherfucking years. I've done shit. Like, I worked. Like, I was married and all that. You feel me? But when I came up with this idea one day, like, I'm about to just promote shit for the culture. I'm about to just do, like you said, put on for the culture. I on some genuine shit, and my face card good. You feel me? And I've been sacrificing for that. So, like, talk about that grind, because it ain't easy. You know that, right? Like, because you coming up on 1 year.
it's not easy. With my podcast, we started out with 5 girls. Now it's just 3 of us. And I don't think people really understand the work that go into a podcast. Like, it's fun, it's therapeutic, but it's still work at the end of the day. Like, we still got to promo. We still have to make sure when we go out, we advertise. And, like, when we met you at the showcase.
Shout out 411 Uncut.
Yeah, it was work for us. Like, it was fun. We got to drink. We got
Nella
to
D.
meet people. Like, but it was work for us. So, I mean, that just going to the grind. Like, when you are the face of something, it's
Right.
work. It's
Cause I'm on
work.
your story, you know. I'm saying, but I see
It
that
be
I
lit.
commend you and I respect you, cause I see you in there putting in time for your son, doing what you gotta do, your responsibilities. You know, I commend you for that. So it's like, do you work? What's your lifestyle? Are you in school right now? What are you doing besides the podcast? Like me, this
So
all I do. I wake up, I'm media. I don't got no 9 to 5. I don't work. I don't do shit but
I want to
this.
be like you when I grow up. I'm gonna put that out there. But no, I do work. I actually work for Fifth Third. I work in mortgage.
I should.
So I mean, a lot of times you see me working from the bed.
I see it, but
I be working
you
from
got you
home.
still got that luxury to you see what see I'm talking about you finding a way.
Yeah.
You still punching the clock. I salute you for that.
Because
But
it costs money to make
yeah,
money.
but you still you finding where you can still do both. You feel me? So you finding that balance. That's the point I'm at. You gotta find a balance
Yeah, you
because
do.
you don't never want to. I think I'm at a point I would never stop doing what I'm doing. Honestly, you
And
feel
I feel
me?
the same way, especially as far as podcasting. Like when we go out and even when we alone, people be like, "Oh my God, I love the podcast." So
Y'all got something though.
it make us feel good because people paying attention. Like they care to hear what we have to say. Because some people you don't really care to hear what they got to say. You know what I mean?
So check them out. It's No Filter Podcast on IG. It's raw for be ready because they shooting some sharp questions. I ain't gonna cap. But so speak about that like you don't gotta go too deep because I ain't trying to. This ain't no podcast right now. You feel you ain't on my shit. Quite frankly, shout out me too. You know, tune into that. But or what's your situation? Because the podcasting is different. Because like for me, I'm doing quite frankly like you can get in trouble for that shit. Like, are you single? Are you? What's your
I'm
situation?
single.
Oh, so that helps then. Okay, that's good.
I mean, but I feel like any man that will ever date me will have to understand
That's why
this
I asked
is
you.
me. Like either you gon' but my last relationship, I got in trouble a lot because
for the podcasting.
no, this was before my podcast.
Just because how you are.
I'm just nice. People like me. You can't really be mad when people like
But
you.
you just smiling in niggas' face.
No,
Niggas don't
no,
like
no,
that.
no.
Though. They, like,
They
hold on, man.
don't. They don't. But that's not the. But you can't be mad at me because I met all these people before you. If I see my nigga in the
You
club and I give
networking.
him a head, you feel me? Like I can't even get a head.
It's tough.
Like,
It's tough. So
it
do you?
is.
Because I think I'm at that point now. Because it's like. We media, we try to put on for the culture. And it's like we're networking. Everything is work. Like I pulled up. This ain't no. I look at you as a peer in the game. Now you coming in on 1 year. I'm 1 year. So it's about connecting and networking, building bridges. You know, this only happens in Ohio. This is one of the biggest platforms. You feel me? So it's about just building up for the culture and making it stronger. You know, cameramans. We looking for interns right now. We need help. Like we need to keep pushing the culture. And I think that's where people go wrong. They're too prideful to ask for help or to come to the board with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or bring your ideas and mesh it with somebody's
I
idea.
actually interned though.
You did?
Well, right now I intern for 411 Uncut.
You do?
I help run the
that's
social media.
dope.
So a lot of the posts that y'all see, me and the other girl on the podcast, we create the content for
Shout
her.
out Nella D. So how is
Yeah.
that? Cause she's a strong force
She
in
is.
Cincinnati. Like, and I
She
shout
is.
out to her. Like, she's DJing that basketball game. She's doing big shit for
DJs
real.
everywhere.
Yeah, she's but
She DJ
so
everywhere.
talk about that experience because like you like me, I reached out to this, so I'm with this. So it happens on you find on peers where you can align yourself and you feel comfortable with somebody. So what did you taking away from that experience?
It's actually a really good experience because I don't want to be in the front, but naturally I'm in the front. So being able to pinpoint things that other people want to hear socially or want to read about socially. So that's helped me because normally I'm going to post whatever I feel like posting. You know, you're going to like it or not. But when you're creating content and you want people to follow you and you want to market correctly.
Target marketing is a big thing.
So that's what I'm taking from it. That's what the biggest thing I'm learning is target marketing. Knowing your audience, knowing what they want to hear, knowing what they care to hear, knowing what they want to see. Oh, they might not want to see that, but this part of your audience might.
So is it helping you find yourself and really pinpoint really what you want to do media-wise and how you want to do it? Where do you see yourself taking it? Because you don't want to be, like, you don't want to DJ and doing everything Nella D doing.
I did want to DJ,
you
though.
what?
I did used to want to DJ.
Why don't you want to do it no
did.
more?
I still kind of do, but
Why
that's
not? You
that's
might as
not
well.
the
You
main
with the
thing I wanna
right
do.
person.
That's not the
you
main
with
thing I
Nella
wanna
D.
do.
But what I'm saying, just build up your arsenal and create more. You know, just
I know a little bit. Like I
that's if you know more than I know.
Yeah. Oh, I know more than you know.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, I know more
That's
than
why I
you
said
know.
teach
I'm
me
just
so,
having
like, you-
problems not problems, but I need to practice more on mixing the songs in. But I got it. I got a
Man,
DJ name and everything.
but that's what I'm talking. I'm gonna challenge you right here. See, this is one thing I'm finding myself too. So, so it's like, look, so it's like I'm gonna challenge you right here because, like I said, it's like, why, like, do you feel like that's like hurting you in a sense, like you selling yourself short? When you said it, that's something you got and you
Not
with the right
necessarily.
sometimes the universe work in your favor.
But I think I'm not necessarily for me. If I decided to DJ, it would be a hobby. It wouldn't be anything that I wanted to do. I'm about to start a show.
What is it gonna be called?
It's gonna be called More Shit to Say with Mo.
Oh, more shit to say with Mo. That's hard.
Yeah,
That's hard. So, what's gonna be the vision with that? Cause you got no filter, raw, uncut, direct.
It is.
But what's
No
more
Filters
shit to
is
say
super,
though?
it's super raw. It's more so me being able to highlight the people that I want to highlight in my way. You know what I mean? So our podcast, we do have a lot of different people on.
So it's different ideas at the table in a sense.
What from the podcast and my show? Yeah, but our videographer, shout out to Joy Mufaro, he's gonna help me because I produce a lot of videos with him too. Cause me and him work together, and he was like, "You don't think you can produce?" And I was like, "Produce what?" He was like, "Produce anything. Like you
content.
He's like, "You organize. You know what you're talking about. You can command the room. I need you to be able to come in here and lay some stuff out." So I started helping him produce videos, and I actually started to like it. So now it's like, all right, well, you about to help me with my show then.
Right.
Like, trade for a trade. Let's trade.
So do you think when you out here networking and you putting in time on your own time and doing things on your own, do you feel like, because like for me, I just try to go through like school. You know what I'm saying? Before I reached out to him, I was trying to go to school for this shit. Like, I'm about to go to school because I'm serious. I'm like, I know what I want to do. Boom. But then I met bro, and then I'm like, I'm learning so much shit. And I'm getting I don't need fucking school right now. You did?
I went to Ohio Media School.
See, that's what I'm saying. So
I just finished.
So what I'm saying, oh my God, that's crazy. Because it's like, do you feel like? Do I
feel like I needed to go?
Yeah. Or do you feel like it helped you?
Honestly,
It's a no then.
No. Did I gain things from it? Yes. Do I feel like I needed to go? No.
See, that's
no.
like
now the things that they taught, I didn't really care to learn, but I still learned them.
Bullshit. Like
I still learned them. The biggest thing I did do there though was network. That was the most important thing. I talked to everybody that came in there. I didn't know who was walking in there. I might have the next, you feel me, for real, making beats or something. I don't know. I might want to be a manager next part of my life. You know what I mean? So I did take that away from it. But as far as actually, I'm not going to say I didn't learn anything, but with my vision that I need to go, no.
I feel the same. See, because I made that choice too. You know, I was like, man, fuck, I just couldn't balance. Like I said, trying to find balance, I couldn't. I just got to.
I'm going to tell you a secret of life. No, ain't nobody probably ever told you this. For whatever reason, y'all, man, it's hard for y'all to balance anything.
It's hard.
That's just the truth. Y'all can't balance nothing unless y'all want to. But it'd be hard for y'all. But yeah, I did. I just finished. It wasn't that long. It was like an 8-month program. So I finished it. I busted it out, whatever.
So when you say you can come in a room and demand a room and you can, you're very organized and stuff like that, you know, like how far you want to take your skills? Would you want to manage your artists or do anything or model or what's on your goals? We in the second quarter of the year, like what you want to do besides your show?
I want to get my show rolling first because the way I'm gonna roll it out is gonna be different. It's gonna be like an actual TV show. It's not gonna be like an episode and I'm gonna give it to you.
Right.
It's gonna be like a season's worth.
Right.
And then you feel me? Right. Binge watch it at home. You feel me?
Yeah.
Smoke it. You feel me? So I'm gonna do that. But I actually do want to manage people though. I really do. Before I worked at Fifth Third, my background was in HR. I worked in HR for Kroger.
What?
Yeah, so I mean, my social skills are just
you know how to get yourself in those rooms.
My social skills are just there. So yeah, I definitely but I want to manage more than just artists, comedians, dancers.
Would you want to have a business, or would you want your own clothing line or designing clothes? What, like anything like acting, anything like that?
I probably could act. I don't want my own clothing line. I'm gonna make my son a clothing line.
You are?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him do that. I don't care to do those things for myself. Like I said, I want to have a show. I want to be a personality. I want to be able to highlight other people. Like
And I
literally, that's
like
all
that.
I want to do.
I
I want to
like
be able
that.
to highlight other people, but on my terms though. Like you know what I mean?
Right,
I want
right.
to be able to still be myself and say, oh, this my peoples that I met at the bar. Da, da, da. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I don't want no restrictions. I just want to be able to be myself and highlight people.
So what would you say to a female out there that's trying to find herself up and coming, and because to do this, for you females, beauty is all that, and what would you say to a young lady that's dealing with like insecurity issues and all that, but she got $1 million idea, but she dealing with I don't look like the best of the best, but she really want to pursue her dreams.
I'm gonna say this. You get in that right room and you got that idea, it's up. It's always gonna be somebody out there that has the same idea as you or similar, or somebody that's willing to help you with your idea. You just gotta get in them rooms. Don't be scared to speak up. I've never been scared to speak up. And I might not always have an idea, but somebody might come to me and say, "Hey, I got an idea. Will you do this, this, that, and the third?" So just put yourself in all the rooms, not the right room. Put yourself in all the rooms.
So shout yourself out. Anything you got going on, where can they find you? Where can they support you?
You guys can follow our podcast page first. No Filters with an S, the podcast. We are on
Fire.
all streaming platforms.
Fire.
You can
Be
follow
careful.
me. Yeah, I know. When we was at the showcase, they were so like, I want to answer those questions. I'm like, all right,
y'all ask good. Y'all ask
They
good
wild.
questions, but you gotta fasten your seatbelt because it can get bumpy. And if you got these little girls out here, you're like my nigga Watt say, you got these fifis and you might get
It's
caught
the
up because
fifis,
they gonna
yeah.
shoot from the hip. Bow, boom. You ain't
Yeah.
ready. You dead in the water.
You
So
can be
so
honest and answer, but y'all can follow
nigga gonna
me.
get caught up on y'all show. Nigga
We-
gonna get
we've
caught up
had
on
it
y'all
before.
show.
We've had it before.
Yeah, they gonna get off the air laughing, trying to look cute, trying to impress y'all.
We tell you,
Get it.
don't
What
come
was that
on if you
about?
want us to edit something out, because we don't edit nothing
Yeah,
out.
it's raw, unfiltered in
We
your
don't
face.
edit nothing
No
out,
filter
nothing out.
podcast.
Yeah, so follow the podcast. Follow me on Instagram at Moehondis.